Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the 7 worst new motorcycles that buyers regret picking up. Let's dive in. Number 7. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom gives off the tough bad boy image, but once you ride it, it feels more like you're stuck behind a slow-moving minivan. With its blacked-out styling, low seat, and just enough attitude, it tricks you into thinking your $8,000 is buying something exciting. But the moment you're on it, reality hits quicker than a DMV line. Its 745 CCS V-twin is about as thrilling as a cup of decaf. It's fine around town, but hit the freeway and you'll wish you had chosen almost anything else with more bite. The bike isn't just slow, it's the kind of slow that makes you double-check if the parking brake's still on. Comfort isn't much better either. The seat feels like a park bench with wheels, and the stiff rear suspension makes sure you feel every pothole your city ignored. While the low seat might seem like an advantage, it kills cornering clearance, scraping pegs before the fun even starts. And the tech, or lack of it, doesn't help. No ride modes, no traction control, and sometimes not even AB standard. For nearly $9,000, a speedometer and regret don't cut it. Trying to sell one later? The resale value drops quicker than your excitement after that first ride. Bottom line, the Shadow Phantom is all looks with no real payoff. You're paying for the image, while the ride leaves you disappointed. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster promises Harley soul in a stripped-down modern package, but somehow misses the mark in every direction. With a base price just over $13,000, it seems reasonable until you realize what's missing. The 975 CCS Revolution Max engine may sound good on paper, but on the road it's more bland than bold. It lacks the thump, grunt, and character Harley riders expect. Instead of a raw American cruiser, you end up with an identity crisis on 2 wheels. Build quality doesn't help either. It feels more plastic than premium. For a company known for timeless metal machines, the Nightster comes off like Harley cut corners and hoped nobody would notice. The suspension is stiff enough to rattle your teeth, and the ergonomics feel confused, somewhere between cruiser comfort and cafe racer aggression, but never fully either. Add in taxes, dealer fees, and basic upgrades just to make it tolerable, and suddenly you're looking at $16,000. At that price, a used Fat Bob with real soul makes more sense. In the end, the Nightster teaches you how to spend big and still feel shortchanged. It may grab attention at first, but it's not the Harley you brag about. It's the one you eventually trade in. Number 5. Kawasaki Eliminator. The Kawasaki Eliminator looks like it should be fun, but ends up riding like a Craigslist listing in progress. Priced just under $7,000, it claims to deliver a modern cruiser experience, but really it's more like a beginner's bike caught in a midlife crisis. Light and low slung, yes, but push past 55 miles per hour, and the 451 CCS parallel twin feels like it's clocking overtime at a job it hates. Twist the throttle, and you'll quickly see this isn't the muscle cruiser the name implies. It's more like that unused gym membership. Comfort isn't a strong point either. The seat feels like Kawasaki borrowed a cafeteria tray for inspiration, and after 45 minutes, your back will want out. The rear shocks don't improve things, especially if you weigh more than 160 pounds or live somewhere riddled with potholes, like most of Michigan. Despite the urban rebel look, it doesn't even come with a gear indicator, leaving you guessing more than a tourist in Times Square. Fuel economy is fine, but the small 3.7-gallon tank means frequent gas stops, not ideal for commuters. Resale is another headache, as the Eliminator lingers on the used market longer than an ignored Tinder match. In short, it tries hard to be cool but comes off like a half-hearted cover band. Thinking about buying it? Best to eliminate that idea. Number 4. BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a big, flashy cruiser that grabs attention until you actually live with it. Starting around $16,000 and easily topping $20,000 with options, it's a serious wallet hit for what often becomes a garage ornament. On paper, it sells retro charm mixed with German engineering, but in reality, it's clunky and overambitious. That massive 1,800cc boxer twin delivers plenty of torque but feels like overkill in the city and stubborn in traffic. Then there's the weight. Nearly 800 pounds means maneuvering it is like wrestling a vending machine, especially in parking lots or tight turns. Maintenance carries the BMW Premium, with pricey oil changes, valve adjustments, and parts. Drop it, which many new owners admit to, and the repair bill will make you regret every life choice since high school. Resale value? It sinks faster than day-old guacamole. In the end, the R18 is all showroom appeal with little to back it up. Gorgeous to look at, but like a bad Tinder date. Expensive, uncomfortable, and hard to shake off. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The Harley-Davidson Road Glide is a $25,000 shrine to loud pipes, big fairings, and post-purchase regret. On the brochure, it's a dream cruiser. In practice, it's closer to a land yacht stuck in traffic. At almost 900 pounds, low-speed handling is a workout, and parking it feels like docking a boat without water. The infotainment system looks impressive in print, but operates like it was designed before smartphones. Laggy touch responses, buggy navigation, and constant Bluetooth dropouts make trips feel longer. The Milwaukee 8 engine throws off so much heat you could toast a bagel by mile 10. Suspension isn't smooth either, turning every pothole into a lesson in suffering. Fuel stops are frequent enough that attendants might know you by name. And while the exhaust note is iconic, it's also loud enough to double as a neighborhood alarm. Add in steep depreciation, and the Road Glide becomes an expensive way to learn you should have test-ridden more bikes. Number 2. Indian Chief. The Indian Chief is cruiser art that falls apart in practice. At around $17,000, it's beautiful rolling Americana, but riding it quickly reveals where the money went. Chrome, not performance. On paper, the 111 CCS engine and classic stance scream presence. On the road, though, it feels like steering a tired bison through a parking lot. At nearly 700 pounds, cornering is sluggish and uninspired. Tech is outdated with no ride modes, minimal safety features, and a bare digital display that makes your old iPod look high-tech. Ride quality doesn't help either. The suspension punishes you on highways and turns city streets into off-road trails. Heat management? It cooks your thighs like it's auditioning for a grill show. Servicing isn't easy either. Indian's dealer network is thin, parts are pricey, and wait times drag on. Resale value plummets almost immediately, taking your enthusiasm with it. In the end, the Indian Chief looks amazing parked in your driveway but constantly reminds you of your mistake once you ride it. Number 1. Triumph Rocket 3. The Triumph Rocket 3 is a head-turner that drains your bank account just as quickly. With a base price of around $24,000, it's one of the priciest ways to shout, "I bought too much motorcycle." Yes, it packs a wild 2,500 CCS engine, the largest of any production bike, but that's like using a flamethrower to light candles. It's overkill without the fun. At nearly 700 pounds, it handles like bench pressing a fridge every time you corner. Forget squeezing through traffic or pushing it around without breaking a sweat. It may scream power, but comfort is a whisper. That rear suspension looks good but punishes your spine on pothole-ridden highways. Fuel economy? Around 30 mpg if you ride gently, which no one does on a Rocket. Add in steep maintenance and insurance costs, plus pricey Triumph parts, and the bills stack up. Drop it, and your credit card will cry. In the end, the Rocket 3 is more showpiece than rideable machine, a bulky reminder that bigger isn't always better, especially when the chiropractor's on speed dial. And that wraps up this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming reviews.